Hey guys, welcome to Multitaskr. I'm Joe Frausto, CEO and founder of Multitaskr, a marketplace where we unite homeowners and the best service providers in your area. But today I want to welcome you to our podcast. It's called the Home Solutions Network Podcast, and we're going to be introducing the top service providers, clients that have used our marketplace, and some of the people that direct this company, and very exciting stories. The goal of the podcast is to save you time, save you money, give you insights, give you tips, and create value for your home. So come on in and let's check it out. Hello everyone, welcome back to Multitaskr Home Solution Network. Thank you for joining us today. And we're here at season 2. And as we had said, this is the season of the ADUs. For us, it's the golden year of ADUs. It's a very hot topic. And a lot of our consumers are calling us to guide them through the process from A to Z. A lot of homeowners have a lot of questions, especially when it comes to, does my property qualify to build an ADU? Does it qualify for an extension to convert my garage? There's many ways to skin the cat right now. And we're sitting down here today with Francisco Godinez. He is a principal designer for Specialty Design Drafting Services. We do a lot of business with Francisco, and he's one of our guides when it comes to giving you those answers, and we're working together to create a lot of tools to give you those answers sooner. And so happy to have Francisco here. Francisco, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me here. And yes, like you say, the ADUs is the hot things right now, because on the past, it was really hard to build another unit in a single family dwelling, first of all. And if they let you, there was like something really small. Nowadays, you can convert your garage, or you can do an accessory dwelling unit detached up to 1,200 square feet. And those, the city, they give you some incentive. They reduce the permit fees. They reduce processing fees. People they can. I advise to take advantage of that, because nowadays that's a state mandatory, and 2 or 3 years down the road, probably they're going to cancel that, and we're going to go back to the granny flats.
Back to what it was before. We'll go into detail on every section, just so homeowners understand kind of like what's the different types of ADUs and a little bit of the process. So before we go there, tell me a little bit about who is Francisco. Like how did you get into this area? Why become a designer and create architecture plans and focus on ADUs? Just so the home people out there can understand who you are.
Well, I went to New School of Architecture. I graduated from there in 2000, but I never pulled my license. And the thing that bring me in here is just because when I was in high school, I took the drafting class, and I like to do the design, and that's what bring me to this career nowadays. And like you say, we focus in build-ups, like new construction, room additions, and tenant improvements, and nowadays ADUs.
ADUs, great. And so how many designs, how many plans have you done in your career so far?
A lot. I lost the count, because I started in 2001, so this year is going to be 20 years doing this.
Rough estimate? Do you have an idea?
More than 5,000 plans.
Nice.
Including new homes, tenant improvements, ADUs, and room additions.
Right. So over 10 years and over 5,000 plans.
Yes.
Down the line, right? So great. So they say 10,000 hours is to become an expert, and I think you've done that already.
Yeah, we're past that already.
Great. So what type? I know we're talking about ADUs, but what type of projects are your favorites to work on when it comes to that, or to anything else when it comes to construction?
It seems like a lot of people, they think, architecture is the same over and over, but it's not, because when someone hire you, you see like different things that they want to do to the house, different ideas, different designs, especially with the tenant improvement, the commercial area. There's a variety of things that you can do. Same thing with the build out new houses, and especially now with the ADUs, because you have to make it work in order to accomplish what the customer wants.
What has been your favorite project or challenge as up to date right now? Do you remember? It comes to mind.
That was a house over in Alpine, that it was atop of the mountain, and we have to build a road from the main going up to the house, to the new structure. And it was a challenge because we have to bring the service that was like a mile away, bring the gas, bring the water, bring the sewer. So it was a little bit of a nightmare, but it was accomplished.
Nice, nice. How long ago was that?
That was like 6 years ago.
Great, great. So it's wonderful to kind of see it and then go through that and then actually see it built, right?
Yeah, yeah. And especially when you pass by and you see it, says, man, that was a headache on the beginning, but look, it's done deal.
That's awesome. So let's take right now we're inviting different professionals on the different cycles of building an ADU. So usually the beginning point when a consumer asks about ADUs, or they call us or they reach out to us and they go, hey, I have this is my property, this is my address, I want to build this and I want to build that. Most of them first want to know, can I build it, right? So what are the first kind of things that you think people should look for when they're thinking about building one? Is it pretty generic right now, or what are the main kind of key factors that they should understand?
It's pretty generic, but you have to, well, first of all, to have the room to put an ADU. If you don't have a room, because, nowadays, if you want to take advantage of it, I would recommend to go for the 1,200 square feet, make it bigger, because tomorrow, or you never know, they can cancel that and no more ADUs. Mm-hmm. Or you can convert your garage if you don't have room, and you can put another kitchen totally separate from the house. It is attached, but it's totally separate from the house. Mm-hmm. So you have like two options. They call it junior ADU or the ADU. Junior ADU is less than 500 square feet, and the ADU is up to 1,200 square feet.
The junior ADU, does it have to be attached or can it be detached?
It could be attached. If you attach, is 50% of the house. Okay. But if you do detached, is the 1,200 square feet. Okay. But if you do the garage, typical garage is like 450, 480 at the most, and that's the junior ADU.
Is there a minimum sized ADU? Or no, or not really? Consider it an ADU, basically.
There's no minimum, because you can have one car garage, and that's the junior ADU.
Okay. And then maximum, you're saying 1,200? Average, right?
Average. Uh-huh.
Okay. So let's talk about a little bit about just the main 3 ADUs or 4 ADUs. Well, not real. Maybe I'm saying this wrong, but there's 3 ADUs that so far we've seen the most right now is detached, attached, or above, the garage, or above a certain place. Mm-hmm. And then there's a garage conversion. Yeah. So can you talk a little bit of detail on each one, sort of like when to look at those options? Let's start off there. So why would I want to do a garage conversion? How easy is it, or how complicated is it? And what do I look for?
Well, it seems like you're saying right now. Nowadays, if you don't have a lot of money to convert a detached, start from ground up, that is like a brand new house, the easiest thing to go is convert your garage, because you got the walls, you got the roof. The only thing you have to do is just close the wall. The front door, close it, and just put whatever you can fit inside. That's the junior ADU, like you mentioned. Garage. The garage conversion.
And can you do it anywhere right now based on what's happening, or does it depend? Or
you can do it wherever you have a single family dwelling, multifamily or single family dwelling. You cannot do it on the industrial zone area.
Okay. And can the HOA limit you from doing it?
No, because that's a state mandatory, and that's overseen municipality and a homeowner association.
So they're not supposed to. There are probably some HOAs that might try, but they're not supposed to.
Yeah, but they're not supposed to, because there's like a 1-800 number, like always when you read a paper and it says someone tried to block you, give us a call, and we're gonna go after them and tell them or ask them why they want to block you from an ADU.
Good to know. I didn't know that. Okay. And then in regards to detached ADU, why build an detached? What's the pro of doing that?
If you want to make it bigger, and whatever you can fit in 1,200 square feet, that we did one like a month or 2 months ago, that we fit like 4 bedrooms in 1,200 square feet. There was like a little kitchen, living and dining room, but they were more worried about to have more rooms than living or dining area.
Right. When you go upstairs, an ADU that's upstairs, you mainly do that because you don't have enough space, or like to do a detached, or why would you do an upstairs ADU?
Some people, yeah, like you mentioned, because you don't have the space, you don't have the room, you don't have the land, just go above the garage. Because some people, they don't want to convert the garage, they want to keep the garage because, like everybody does, they have the garage not to park your car, to have storage. And that's why a lot of people, they go above, or because they don't have the land.
Of course. Okay. And then for attached, does it have to be in a certain part of the house, or can it be anywhere? Or?
It can be anywhere.
Okay.
But you have to block it, or the code give you two options. You can have access from the main house, or you can have access from the outside.
Okay, great. So, I mean, it's a little complicated to know all this and to memorize all this. That's what he does for a living, so he's going to know it, and he's going to memorize it, and he's going to be up to date on the code. But we work alongside with Francisco to start translating this for all you homeowners out there, or anybody that's going to become a homeowner, to be able to do these types of remodels or additions to your current property or future property. So definitely reach out to us, and we can guide you through that process. Now, okay, so let's say a homeowner, we tell them yes, we could do it, we could build it, right? Why are they going to need plans? Why do they need architectural plans? Can they just go about it and do it themselves? Like, what's the importance of all that?
The important is just because you want to do it right. And if you don't submit plans to the city, it's not going to reflect in your property taxes at the end of the year, or when you want to sell your property. Because I don't know, probably you've seen a lot of those when they try to sell a house and they say, oh yeah, it's three bedrooms, but we have a bonus bedroom. That bonus bedroom is not on the building record, so that means they never submit plans to build that area. Mm-hmm. And on this case, I mean, I don't think the homeowner, they want to risk their investments, and that's better to do your plan, submit it to the city, obtain your permit, and you can have a peace of mind.
Great. So what tip do you recommend? Okay, so we get the plans, and then what tip do you recommend that is going to make the best decision for the size of the ADU or the layout of the ADU? Like, what do you recommend, right? Is there like a certain rule of thumb that you look for that you think is the best use?
The best use is, I mean, for me, I will do as big as I can. But if your budget is limited, mm-hmm. do the 50% or at least the 75% of the 1,200 square feet.
Mm-hmm. Are you seeing that most people right now are utilizing the ADU to become like a rental property?
Yes, and that's one of the other options that the state give you, mm-hmm. because I don't know if you remember with the granny flat, you have to rent it only for family, mm-hmm. and now with the new ADUs, you can rent it to whoever you want, mm-hmm. to make an extra cash or an extra income.
Right. So the biggest things that have changed for ADUs that are driving this right now is, from my understanding, correct me if I'm wrong, one is impact fees are pretty much gone in most areas. And then also the fact that you don't have to be owner occupied.
Yes.
You can actually have an investment home and add an ADU. That's one. Another is renting to anybody, right? Not just family members. And then 4 is the county allowing you to have the whole setback issue, right? Which before I think it was 6 feet, right?
6
setback,
feet,
and now it's 4 feet.
4
correct?
feet.
So those are the main things. Am I missing anything?
No. You're right, because they give you more flexibility, especially with the setbacks. Because on the beginning you have to observe especially the rear setbacks, because on the past they used to be like 15 feet, mm-hmm. and 6 feet to any side of the property, but nowadays you can go 4 feet on any side of the property line, especially on the rear, because you don't want to, if you're going to build an ADU, you don't want to have it too close to your house, because you want to give it some space to the other people, whoever's going to rent it out. So 4 feet, I mean, that's the magic number.
Great. So one of the things, when the client says, okay, I can do this, I want to do a detached ADU, Here with Multitaskr, we can tell them, yes, you could do it. And then the second step is then we ask them, how are you going to pay for it, right? The beautiful thing with us is we actually can tailor financing and get you different institutions to lend you, or we can do some sort of a hybrid on that and help you finance. And then we kind of do a run for you to show you, if you do rent it, what is the cost to build, and then what is your ROI on renting it. So we help you that. And then from there, we involved the design and the plans and all that to then submit to the city. One of the things that we started doing a lot here in Multitaskr is the VR. It's the virtual reality, which clients love because they can actually see what the construction will look like before they actually commit to $100, $200, $300,000. So people are loving that. You as a designer and seeing doing 5,000 or more than 5,000 plans, how do you like the fact that we're doing virtual reality? And also, how do you think is it the future? Does it make sense for consumers to do that before they build? What are your thoughts?
Yeah, that's a good thing that you brought that up, because a lot of people nowadays, because seeing on the plans, like we do the plans, we do it in two-dimensional, black and white. It's hard to, especially for women, to see how the kitchen's gonna look like when we put like the details on the inside. Where's my stove? Where's my dishwasher? And the thing that you guys doing is really professional. And I've been working with a lot of contractors, a lot of investors. You guys give the whole package to the homeowner, and it seems they love it. I don't have words to say that you guys doing a great job, especially with the BR, because they see the final products before it's being drawn or it's being constructed.
And I think it helps you, again, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm assuming that if we educate the client and we show them what it'll look like and they're happy with everything the way it's laid out, then when you translate that into the plans that are going to be submitted to the city, then it makes your job easier to know exactly what to draw, and then you don't get too many modifications, right?
Correct.
I'm assuming. So
yeah, and especially with some, sorry that I interrupt you,
okay.
But with other contractors, they just say, Francisco, put whatever you want on the plans, and then down the road when we pull the permit and everything, that's when the plan changes start coming up, because they say, oh no, I don't want the dishwasher over here, I want the fridge over there, oh no, I don't want the toilet over there, I don't want a tub, I want a shower. But you guys give the whole 9 yards, and it seems the customer has been happy, make our life easier. And even for the city, because we don't have too many comments, or especially with the contractors, I mean, they read the plans and they go and build it, and there's no more field change or construction change for the homeowner that down the road is going to cost more.
That's great. That's great to hear that from you. I know that the first idea of doing the VR was more thinking of the consumer, but we're starting to hear from providers that we're actually making it easier for them too, because we're educating the client and removing a lot of the questioning of their jobs by us basically showing them what things will look like, and that they could actually feel if the dishwasher really makes sense here or there, if the ceiling, if all those things, right? And so, yeah, no, we love that tool, and we're going to keep evolving it. Have you seen the showroom that we're doing right now, the with the ADU and the bathroom and the kitchen, where you're going to be able to design it, or no?
No.
You haven't seen that? Okay, so if we have time, we'll show it after we're done, and you could see it. Some of our guests have started to see it right now, and they see it here on the TVs with the VR, and it's pretty impactful to kind of walk it and then understand what we're going to keep evolving with that showroom. But it's basically for clients. So instead of just calling or going to our website and asking, hey, can I build this? Literally that showroom will be interactive. They'll be able to put their zip code or their address. It'll calculate if they can build an ADU, and then they'll be able to design that ADU right then and there. And then they'll be able to actually keep going with the plans and everything. So a lot of the stuff that we're working on, we're going to have certain plans that we're already working together on to be able to offer.
That's a good thing that you brought it up, because I went one of your customers today, and they say they went through the BR. So they choose the countertops, they choose the tile, they choose everything. So the guy was really, really happy.
Awesome.
Says, I don't have to go anymore to Home Depot, try to match colors, try to look for the tile, try to look for the backsplash. So they give me all the tools, all the items that I need, and I'm really happy. So he knows the final products before he can see the plans.
That is great. That is great. Well, we're happy that you're here. We're happy that we're working with you. I know we're gonna take that number from 5,000 to 50,000 to 100,000. Hopefully, we definitely want to become that marketplace that any homeowner can see us as their manual to make the best decisions for their home and create the most value for their home. Right now, ADUs are the product that everybody wants. However, we can help them with anything else they need for their home. Not just remodels, but if they suddenly need to look at the exteriors or look at ways to save money with different products, we can do that for you as well. But mainly this season is ADU driven, and I know the permitting and the design parts and the do I fit this, do I fit that, that's very complex to a lot of people. So I know that working with someone like yourself that has that knowledge is allowing us to utilize your knowledge to give it to the homeowners. And anybody that has any questions for me or for Francisco, please let us know and we'll definitely help you out. Francisco, do you want to leave us with any extra tip or anything else that you think homeowners should know before they go out and say, I want to do an ADU?
Yeah, like take advantage of this because it's not going to last forever. And like we were saying in the beginning, we don't want to go to square one. They used to have like a 400 square feet of a granny flat. Then you can do up to 1,200 square feet big house with an address and everything, because on the granny flat they didn't give you an address, and now it's a full complete new structure with the address. So take advantage of that because, like I said, it's not going to last forever. That's state mandatory, and you can see it like all the whole county right now. They're building a lot, so later on people start going to complaining and they're going to stop doing that.
I agree with you. So I think we probably have, I would say, like you said, about a 3-year window. But yeah, so take advantage of it, guys. We're here to help you out. We're going to keep inviting more professionals like Francisco that cover every area of the process of the ADU from A to Z. We're here for you. Anything you need, let us know. And we hope to see you on the next episode. And we'll talk to you soon, guys. Take care. And now our guest will experience Multitaskr's virtual reality platform. Entonces ya ves que estamos usando el VR para enseñar a los clientes cómo se va a ver su construcción. Pero la idea aquí es que este va a ser un showroom virtual. Ajá. Entonces el cliente va a poder entrar desde nuestra página o le vamos a mandar un link que va a poder entrar aquí y quien lo esté ayudando va a poder también verlo aquí con cámaras y como que literalmente en el mundo virtual, ¿no? Entonces así como un Zoom call, pero vas a poder estar aquí adentro y van a poder los dos verse y caminar juntos. Y la idea de aquí es que vayas a poder diseñar tu cocina, tu baño y tu ADU, ¿no? Y también tu exterior. Entonces, si volteas hacia atrás, aquí sería la entrada. Ajá. Y sería como un conference, como un welcome, ¿no? Y va a salir un video diciéndote gracias por venir, etcétera, etcétera. O va a dar clases después, o pues se pueden hacer infinidad de cosas. Entonces, te puedes ir a tu mano derecha o a tu mano izquierda, donde gustes. Entonces, aquí a tu izquierda es la sección de cocinas. Ahorita está una cocina estándar, pero puedes cambiar la cocina y los layouts y literalmente basado en tu código postal también te va a decir un rango de precio basado en lo que estás cambiando y también vamos a irle agregando diferentes estilos, ¿no? Entonces vas a poder cambiar que a modern, que a barn look, etcétera, etcétera, ¿no? Entonces aquí está lo que es cocina. A tu mano derecha atrás de ti van a estar los baños. Volteate, ahí está. Esa es la área de los baños. También vas a poder hacer lo mismo.
Pues ya con esto le van a dar el producto final al señor o al cliente, ¿no?
Así es, así es. La idea es que entiendan cuánto cuesta lo que quieren, cómo se puede hacer lo que gustan, cómo poder lograr eso que quieren hacer y que no haya sorpresas, ¿no? en el proceso. Y también me imagino que te va a hacer a ti la vida más fácil de que cuando se hagan planos, cuando se crea el diseño de los planos que se va a someter a la ciudad, no te estén pidiendo muchos cambios, ¿no?
Sí,
porque
sí.
Ya todo va a estar visualizado y también hasta vendido de cuánto va a costar o si se va a financiar, etcétera, ¿no?
Ya, y ya también a ustedes aquí le van a poder dar si quiere doble zinc, si quiere un zinc, si en la regadera quiere vidrio, quiere pared o hasta los fixtures ya se los están dando ahí.
Exacto. Y también atrás, si te vas al patio, vas a poder ir a hacer un ADU, literalmente. También todo el patio, como lo ves, también va a ser interactivo. También vas a poder cambiar el estilo del patio, los muebles, las plantas y también todo eso te va a dar precio y financiamiento y vas a poder literalmente ir creando un cart, ¿no? Y puedes entrar al ADU, vas a poder mover también interior, exterior. Y la idea aquí es que sea interactivo, ¿no? Que sea un shopping experience interactivo donde puedas ver y puedas mover las cosas y sientas como que ya estás ahí en lo que se va a construir, ¿no? Eventualmente vamos a llegar a un punto a fin del año donde vas a poder oler cosas que estás viendo y también vas a poder abrir y mover cosas que estás viendo, ¿no?
Facilitan todo lo que va a llevar adentro del ADU porque ya están poniendo los espacios como los nightstand, dónde va a quedar la cama, dónde va a quedar el closet, lo que va a llevar el baño, el refrigerador dónde va a ir, el zinc. Ya le están poniendo todo como para que ya nomás venga y lo mire y diga, ok, esto me gusta y adelante. Y es cuando ya nosotros pasamos a hacer lo de los planos, pero pues para ese entonces ustedes ya hicieron bastante trabajo para nosotros.
Así es, exactamente. Entonces, pues esa es la idea de este showroom. Esta es la primera parte del showroom. Esto se va a lanzar al público el mes que viene. Y de ahí es irlo creciendo, ¿no? Ir creciendo diferentes secciones de la casa, diferentes estilos, ir escuchando el feedback de los clientes y sabiendo que vamos a seguir innovando, ¿no? Sí. Pero la idea es facilitar, como lo dijimos en la plática que tuvimos, es siempre pensar en cómo le ahorramos tiempo al cliente, cómo le ahorramos dinero al cliente y cómo le ayudamos a crear más valor. Y viceversa, los proveedores como tú, es cómo te ayudamos a ahorrar tiempo, ¿no? A crear más valor y a poder ganar más. Porque si te ayudamos a ahorrar tiempo y te damos más clientes y tú estás haciendo tu parte y el cliente está contento, vamos a poder hacer más transacciones y también tú vas a preferir trabajar con Multitaskr porque el cliente va a ser un cliente que ya va a estar educado qué es lo que quiere, ¿no?
Especialmente ahorita con lo de la pandemia, ya ves que no podemos ir al municipio, todo es en línea. Y si les facilitamos todo esto, pues tanto ustedes para nosotros y para el cliente, pues todo va a ser más rápido y más ágil.
Muy bien, pues gracias Francisco.
No, a ustedes, gracias.
Gustes traer a cualquier persona o cliente a ver esto, con todo gusto. Hey guys, thank you for joining Multitaskr's Home Solution Network podcast. We hope you enjoyed today's episode. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please click on subscribe so you don't miss out on any of our next podcasts. Remember, every single podcast, we're going to give you different advice on how to save time, how to save money, and how to create value. Check us out at gomultitaskr.com. Click subscribe.